The question that we've been asked is, how do I configure my Moneris payment page? To do that, let's go into Moneris. We need to log into Moneris. So we need to be on the Canadian side. Make sure you're on the Canadian side. Click on the login and then click on the Moneris gateway page. You will be asked for username, store ID, and password. You should have two store IDs, one for trust and one for general. This has to be completely separate from each other, the store ID and the password. Okay. Now, if you go to uLaw under settings, if you go to accounts and change this to Moneris, right? You need to enter the store ID, the HPP key for trust, and the store ID and the HPP key for general. How do we get the store ID? We already know the store ID because it's an independent store ID for trust and general. So we can enter that here. Put the store ID for trust here. Now we need the HPP key. To get the HPP key, once you log in, you'll be brought into a page, something that looks like this, for Moneris. Click on the admin button right here and go to something called hosted page. When you go to the hosted page config, you will see something like this. Like it will be called hosted page configuration. The store ID will be here and the HPP key will be here. You already know the store ID. You put that stuff here. Now put the HPP key here for trust here and put the HPP stuff for general here, and don't forget to hit the save button. Once you have finished that, I'm just going to change this to test just to show you how it will look like. So you see two store IDs and my HPP keys populated. Go to this account page, click on action button here, then go to payment collection trust. Just put some random amount, maybe like 1 cent or something like that. Validate the fields. You should already see your store ID here. That should be a trust store ID matching, right? Click on the validate field, click on payment collection, and you should see that you should arrive at this page. Don't process this transaction, just you should arrive here. Your order number should be created. It should all be ready here. Similarly, when you click on action, payment processing, general, and enter the same 1 cent, right? And you validate, you should already see your terminal ID should be exactly the same as general. And when you do a collection, you should come here. So once these two things are there, you're now ready to actually accept payments and all that stuff. So for example, when you go to some matter and you want to send a retainer request or something like that, like let's say you're saying, hey, can you send me $700 to retain you, and you hit the download button, you will now see that that link being generated, so that the client can actually pay straight from here. Okay, so in conclusion, make sure that you go to settings. You need to fill in the store ID and the HPP key. The HPP key, as we pointed, can be obtained by logging into Moneris. Then we go into the hosted page, config, and then you should see your HPP key right here.